What the hell is wrong with me? It's showtime! Hello and welcome to a Q&A. Yes, that's right, we're gonna do the Q&A. For my 1,000 subscriber special, I asked you guys to send me your questions, and you guys came through, so now it's time. Without further ado, let's have a look at the questions and I will answer them. So, first and foremost, YouTube questions. I only got YouTube and Facebook questions. Nobody on Twitter. Shame on you, Twitterverse. Kevin Galvin asks, who inspired you to want to start collecting figures? I have two answers for this. Answer one, nobody. Before, I was really heavy in collecting games. I had some figures on the side, but really collecting games, collecting game consoles was my big deal back then. Now that was where basically all my money went through. But with that comes collector's editions, and that's what kind of transitioned into collecting figures, because like you buy games, and I was really a big fan of getting like collector's editions. Just not this one. This one was really bad. This one was not good. But you know, you get a lot of statues with those collector's editions, and that kind of started piling on, and at some point I was just like, I want more gaming figures, and then I was like, well, I also like Dragon Ball, I also like other animes, and like all these things over the years that I've been reading, like reading comic books or watching movies or watching stuff on YouTube or whatever, just like everything came together when just bundled into figures. I was like, you know, I can have something from every fandom my entire life. I can have all of that in figure form, so that's kind of how it came together. However, here's like my second answer to that. However, I have to give a huge shout out to the man himself, Sween Hallock. Now, who's Sween Hallock and why am I shouting him out right now? Well, he's a guy who used to do Retro Turtle Toy Talk, which was an amazing show of him, just like 5-7 minutes, one old school turtle toy figure, and he had it very well written, and he just talked about the figure in great detail for like I'm saying 5 minutes or so. And the reason why I'm giving him a shout out, and the reason why that's relevant to this question, is he's actually a big reason that I started collecting TMNT again, because I have my old TMNT figures, my toys, and I got them out of the attic after watching TMNT Toy Forever, because it kind of reinvigorated my fandom for TMNT, and that's really important, because back then I got the what, 10, 20, maybe 30 figures I had from my childhood, got them out, and now I have over 600. Alright, Bal Hernandez is asking, do you make your own costumes? No, I don't make costumes because I'm very bad at it. I like to draw, I like to be a little bit artsy, but when it comes to molding stuff, using my hands to create things, I'm very bad at that. I've been to art school, and like whenever they were like, let's do something practical, you have to make some statue out of this stuff, I was just like, no, can I just draw something, please? No, I wasn't like that. But yeah, I mean, I was always very bad at that. So yeah, I would love to make my own costumes. I see other people making costumes, and it was just really cool. The one thing I have done though, however, but it's just kind of like a repaint, like not really repaint, but the Playmates TMNT figures. Those are lacking a lot of paint. Like there's like so many Playmates TMNT figures from the 2012 line that have a lot of molded detail but zero paint, or like a minimal amount of paint. So at that point I painted some of that, but that's really it as far as custom work goes. Again, just repainting. I don't call that custom work because just like I'm just painting it a little bit. So UA Gaming is asking me biggest hangover, and I'm looking down at the laptop if you're wondering. Biggest hangover, boy. It was New Year's Eve, I think 2015, but I'm not sure. Anyway, let me recap before I get to the hangover part. At that night, I had a couple of beers. I went to my sister's house. We ate something. I had some wine and champagne. And then I started drinking vodka Red Bulls and other cocktail shit. Before I even got to my friend's house, where we had more beer, and I think I also had a little bit of cocktail. He made some stuff. Yeah, he made some cocktails, I think. I don't even know what it was anymore. And then the big one, we had shots of limoncello. God damn it, that name. Every time I see that drink now, I'm just like, get away, no. The pain. But yeah, the thing is this. I had already all that inside of me. And then he came with the shots, and he had like a little bit larger shot glasses. Like they were pretty big, and like he made the limoncello, he put that in there, and he took like just little sips, and I'm like, that's not how you drink a shot. That's how you drink a shot. Give me another one. And I had a couple of those, and then oh boy, I went to the bathroom. I spent like an hour in there. I don't even remember much there. I just went to the bathroom, and my buddy comes in, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'm fine." And he's like, "You've been here for an hour, like." Really? Damn it. So the hangover part, you know, the next day I didn't eat anything at all. I just sat here on my computer, in front of my computer, and just like cold and being like, I didn't puke the next day. I puked a lot on New Year's Eve, but the next day I didn't puke, even though I felt like it. Whenever I moved, I just felt it like it was gonna come, but it never happened. So I was just like, And that's kind of, you know, at that point I was just like, man, I wish I could just puke to get this out of my system. But no, I was just like sitting there. I had like a hoodie on, and I had like everything pulled over me, like just like a fucking zombie. I just sat here like a zombie, like, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. It was kind of like that, and yeah, that was the thing. So also I went outside for a walk and stuff, but nothing helped. I was just like, it was over. It was nothing. Just drinking water and eating nothing. That just for one day, and like even the second day, like even the day after it, I was still feeling like the second day. It was like a regular hangover. It was kind of like, oh, my head kind of hurts. I still feel kind of weird, but it was okay. Like I'm saying, second day was the regular hangover. Day one after New Year's Eve was like super hangover, nuclear hangover, ultra hyper combo hangover. That was really bad. Eggy1632 asks, heavy metal, yay or nay? I mean, have you looked at my hair? Of course! That's for headbanging. No, but I mean, I like heavy metal. I'm not the biggest metalhead just because of long hair. I was making a joke there. But I like every kind of music, really. I have my phases. I always like metal and rock. That's always up there. But I have my phases of what I'm listening most to right now is electronic music. But I'd say like from like age 16, age 15 to 15, 16 till like 23 or 21 was like the time where I just listened to like Metallica, Disturbed, Nonpoint. Oh, Nonpoint is not really. Is Nonpoint heavy metal? Whatever. It's rock. And Drowning Pool. Love Drowning Pool. Well, the first album. Everything after that is kind of yeah. Yay. I like metal. Stefan asks, favorite Pokemon and least favorite. You should know that. Shame on you. I know that guy. So, favorite Pokemon, Cypher and Scizor, because I mean, I always have like the two versions of that. Like, Cypher is #1 Pokemon, just like from design. It looks awesome. I mean, it's a giant green bug with blades for hands. Like, you can't top that. No, he looks badass, and that's great. But competitive-wise, he's not the greatest. But then there's this evolution, which is Scizor, which is like badass in its own right. But I like design-wise, I like Cypher better. But play-wise, Scizor is just like one of the best Pokemon in the game. And I mean, they're both great, and I mean, it's both an evolution. It's the same Pokemon, just like one non-evolved and evolved, so that counts. They're both the best. They're both #1. And the least favorite... I actually had to Google that. I had to look that up because I don't remember the name of that fucking thing. I'm gonna put up the picture. It's Stunfisk. That stupid fucking fish that makes like, it looks like a fart cushion, and it even makes like a sound like a fart cushion when you bring it out of the Pokeball. It just goes like your expectations of that thing. I hate it. It's so stupid. It looks so stupid. It looks like a fart cushion. It looks like a flat fish with like with such a stupid face, and it's like ground electric, which should be awesome. You know, like, I remember seeing that thing like the first time. I was like, oh, that's ugly and stupid. But then I was like, oh, ground electric, that should be good. No, it's not. It's stupid. It's a bad Pokemon. It looks stupid, and I hate it. And it looks like a fart cushion. It makes a sound of a fart cushion when it comes out of the Pokeball, and it needs to get out of my fucking way. No, none of that. LT Po Eddie 66 is asking, which cancelled line of toys figures would you bring back and why? Oh, well, I mean, a line of toys. The TMNT by SH Figure Arts, the #1. That's really easy, actually. And I was thinking, like, how do you, like, I guess I give you 2 answers for that question as well. So just so I'll be safe to get what you mean. But yeah, SH Figure Arts TMNT figures. The line is not officially cancelled, but it's actually cancelled. Because the last time, I think it was Pixel Dan, the man himself, who was asking a Tamashii Nations representative about the TMNT line, because they showed a Shredder. They did the 4 turtles, and they showed a Shredder, and it's been, you know, like a couple of years, and we haven't seen any of that. And he asked them, and they're like, yeah, well, I mean, we're still looking if the turtles, if they sell good, we will make Shredder. And, you know, the turtles have been out for a couple of years. And at this point, it's just like, they're in bargain bins. I've seen them at reduced prices in so many online stores. There's not even a question about it. The line flopped, unfortunately. So, and I mean, why would I bring it back? Because I love TMNT, and actually the SH Figure Arts TMNT figures are a dream come true to me. I always ask myself the question, what would happen if, at the time, SH Figure Arts was my favorite toy creator or figure creator, and TMNT is just the best thing ever, obviously, if you know me. But yeah, those 2 things coming together, it was like peanut butter jelly, like bread and butter. It's awesome. Regardless of that, that line was awesome, and it just didn't go anywhere, and that makes me sad, and that's why. Now again, that was for the line, but if you're like, maybe you were talking about somebody creating figures, like a company creating figures, I kind of miss Soda. Soda used to make the best Street Fighter figures and like statues. I had a giant Sagat here from Soda, but in a box because I'm moving right now, so I can't, damn it. I need to do a review of that when I get to the other place. But anyway, yeah, I miss Soda. That was just a thing I kind of want to bring in. My Zazine's asking, when's KI? When's KI? When is KI? Really? Why are you asking me that? Go ahead and ask Keats, when's KI? Or better yet, go ahead and ask Microsoft, when's KI? Or no, even better, why don't you ask Casino for Life, when's KI? Oh no. Go ahead and ask yourself, when's KI? Ask yourself, when is KI? Why are you asking me? Ask yourself. Ask yourself, your heart, your soul, your mind, everything. Why not right now? Why not? Why is it not now, KI? Like, why don't you take your controller, you turn on your Xbox, you take that disc, you turn it sideways, shove it up real nice, and stick it straight up your candy ass? When's KI? Louis Storm, or Sora, for my first question, if you could choose one single game to play for the rest of your life, what would it be? Smite or maybe Halo? Definitely not Smite, no. Too much salt. I would kill myself in 3 days if that was the only thing I had to play. But, I mean, depending. Like, here's the thing, though. Do I have online? Like, do I have the game? Is that like a question of, like, if I'm on an island and I have just one thing to play, what would it be? Or is it just like, I still have everything I have right now, like all the TV and the internet and whatnot, and but I just couldn't play this one game. Do I still have all the online and everything? Because if that's the reason, if that's the thing, like, then Halo Reach. But then again, like, also, I need to have servers that have people on them. I would love to play Halo Reach online for the rest of my life with servers that just boom, where I can just go on and there's people on every time. I just find a match right away. I play Halo Reach for the rest of my life, no questions asked. But if I don't have online, or if I don't have, you know, servers with people on, I'd probably play Minecraft. I like Minecraft. There's always something you can do in Minecraft. I don't know, it's just like, it's Minecraft. Even if you're just standing around and looking at the scenery, that's Minecraft. I know, that works for me. Then we got another question from Louis Storm. Also, yeah, you could have asked multiple questions for it, by the way. Just saying that now. Well, I wrote it in the comments, but whatever. Also, if you could build or have your very own figure, what would it be, or what would the character be based off? I mean, that's easy. The Payne character. The real Payne character. The guy who's at the end of all of my videos. That picture of the guy was just like there, like... yeah, I mean... I call myself the real Payne, and that name has history. That name has history. It all started off as a created character mode in a WWF game, in like 1996 or something. I know, it was like WWF Warzone or Attitude, where I created character, and then that character turned into, like, got the name, and then the name turned into my name, and then I started creating, then I started drawing the character, and the drawing just kind of like got away from the wrestling character, but then it kind of made it look more like me, and then it kind of like, oh, whatever. I used to always draw it, and it kind of represents me, even though, like, the character is usually ripped and I'm fat. I get that, but it's like, imagination. If you could be whatever you want to be a ripped dude with, like, whatever, like a sweet face mask. I'm guessing. But yeah, it was basically when one friend was like, "Oh, you have long hair. Why does your Payne character not have long hair?" And that was like the transition when the character became closer to myself. And whatever, but yeah, that would be easy, like, if I could. And then from Darth Alba, what's that one dream figure you hope gets made, and by which toy company? Whew, the one figure. I can't. I don't have one figure, actually. You know, I thought about this one a lot. That one was really like the one I'm wrapping my head around the most, and I still don't have an answer. There's really not that one character that doesn't have any figures. Like, there's so many figures, and like, my favorite franchises, like Batman has many figures, like Turtles have many figures, Halo has many figures. I don't care about Minecraft figures. Smite? That's it. Figma doing Smite figures. And if I just can pick one... Oh my god. Xing Shen. Badassness over fan service, because my second option would be Neef. Because she's hot. And she looks like the Queen of Opie from Queensblade. Which I'm gonna review soon. Ha! Spoilers. But yeah, Xing Shen, because he's like a big Hulk monster with a face in his chest and like smoke coming out of his face. It's awesome. It's a great design. So yeah, overall, just Figma doing a Smite line, and if I just get one figure, I would have Xing Shen. Probably from Figma. Maybe, I mean, Xing Shen could be from everybody. Xing Shen is like really bulky for Figma. Maybe like a Figure Arts. Like, you take Broly's body from the Figure Arts line, and you kind of turn that into Xing Shen. I can see that work. yeah, one of those, I'd say. Maybe even NECA. I mean, NECA is also good. That's like the big three to me. Like NECA, oh, with Stone Collectibles. Damn, that's, yeah. I mean, I can't give you a final answer on that. I'll be here for the next 10 hours, like thinking of all the companies that could do a great job with. But yeah, I'm gonna say Smite, Xing Shen from whatever store, maybe. NECA. I don't know. I don't know. Lex Luger. No. What? Moving on. I'm running out of breath. I'm like really. I'm trying to put everything into this as much as I can. We have 2 more Facebook questions, and it's gonna do it again. Like no Twitter. What's wrong? Why you not want to follow me on Twitter? But again, moving on. Enough about that. Blah. I'm just calling him Histarion. He knows. People know who Histarion is. I guess. I don't know. I know who he is, so that's all that matters to me. Fuck it. What's your most hated figure in general? Most hated you own and most hated you actually covered in a video? So is that like 3 questions or is that 1 question? I'm confused actually. Most hated figure in general, most hated you own or most hated you actually covered in a video? I mean, I can't really hate a figure if I don't own it. So that's, I don't... Figma did a Bruce Lee figure that looked horrible, so there's that. And then most hated figure I own and covered in a video. I mean, that's the same answer. Figma Deadpool. And let me explain why before you... I know a lot of people like the Figma Deadpool. That's fine. But... I was really hyped for that figure. And it's from Figma. Figma does a lot of good stuff. So you have Figma, which is great, and then you have Deadpool, which is also cool. It's like, you put these 2 things together, like I said earlier, with the TMNT and the SH Figuarts, you put these things together, and it's great! Boom! Explosion of awesomeness. But in this scenario, none of that. No. And like I'm saying, I reviewed it, so basically what was the problem with the Figma Deadpool? Came in with a lot of hype, Figma usually does good stuff, just, you know, expectations high, result of the figure, what the hell happened? He has a way too long neck. His entire torso is kind of like too narrow. I mean, it's molded like with muscly stuff, but it's just kind of narrow. He kind of looks wimpy. He looks weak, and tons of QC issues, like kind of stuff that's just not really connecting. I had the sword holsters on his back, which would not connect at all. Again, that's a quality control issue. That's not going to be on all of them, but it was on mine, so I'll complain about it. And that's really the thing. It's not the worst figure in the world, but it's just like you come in with so much hype, and you're like, oh, Figma's great, right? Figma can't do me wrong. I even bought the special edition, so that was the extra burn on top of it. Getting a special edition, packing him out, and just being like, what's the fuck with this giraffe neck? Why is his torso so weird? Why do the swords not hold onto his back? What the hell? Rip off. So, yeah, I mean... fun fact, my camera turns off after half hour of recording. So that's great. I kind of look back a little bit. I was still rambling about the whole worst figures, most hated figures. But yeah, Figma Deadpool, because of the hype. Figma Bruce Lee because he looks stupid even though I don't own him, and that's really it. Final question, which I'm recording for the 2nd time now and I still don't know how to really answer it. Zach is asking me, what's your favorite anime figure in your collection? And my immediate answer is SH Figuarts Broly, because I don't really have anything else. It's just like... No, like, seriously, I'm recording, like I'm saying, I'm recording this again, and the last time I was like 5 minutes about like thinking really hard and went to the other room where more anime figures are, and I was just like, no, I don't. SH Figuarts Broly is like pretty much the equivalent of just like getting what you want, because the Figuarts line is always like the same mold for the body, basically. It's just you have like a big dude like Broly is awesome. And Broly himself is awesome. And that figure was awesome. It still is. So, I don't know. I have a bunch of waifu figures, but I like fan service, but I guess like really badass character design and badass characters stand a little bit over fans, just a little bit, just a tiny bit over fan service. Don't crucify me for that, but yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Like I'm set. No Twitter questions. Follow me on Twitter. Seriously. But anyway, I'm seriously out of breath. My throat kind of hurts because that was a lot of yelling and a lot of intense. And I had a long work day, so I'm probably gonna take a nap now. Thank you very much for everybody who participated in the Q&A. Send me questions. Everybody who participated in the giveaway, which has concluded. You know, I announced the winner on Twitter. If you didn't get an email, it's not you. But the thing's over. The giveaway's over. And yeah, again, thank you very much for your continued support, guys. I've just been like 2 weeks. It's been like 3 weeks, I think. That we've reached good Halo game. We've reached 1,000 subscribers, and I think it's already like a 1,060 something after only like 3 weeks. Not even 3 weeks, 2 weeks. That's amazing. So, shout out to you guys. Thank you very much, and let's do this again in the near future, whatever. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this Q&A. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I forgot my outro. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more figure reviews, Q&As, maybe top 10s and whatnot, and TMNT stuff, and whatever I want. Goodbye.